Hello people of YouTube, how are you today? It is me, Abby, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Life's a Drag palette. I got it when it first launched. Let's just get that out of the way. And today I'm going to be talking about literally everything there is to know about this palette in general. This palette is by Manny MUA's brand, Lunar Beauty, and first of which, let's just get it started. Feels nice. You know, there's this big stigma on packaging nowadays where like you have to have a good weight distribution on it. It has to, like, the decorations and everything. And I'm going to be talking about everything there is to know about this palette. First of which, the outside of the palette is absolutely beautiful. I love simple packaging, but at the same time, I love when, you know, you go a little bit extreme, like the whole Life's a Drag part right here, how it has a little crown, it has glitter. It doesn't feel like that, like, scratchy glitter. It feels nice. The fact that it's like this reflective chrome pink. And then in the back, it has his little saying about why he made his company, his signature, his brand, and then all there is to know about him, about this. And the outside packaging of the box is absolutely beautiful. Let's get to the inside. And here is the actual palette. It is absolutely freaking stunning. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm a huge fan of drag queens, drag culture, makeup, everything there is to know about, like, the art of makeup and everything in between. So when I've heard that Manny was doing the palette and he was basing it off, you know, drag queens, because when he first started doing makeup, he was doing drag makeup. It was, you know, kind of inspiring because, you know, that's talking about how he got a start in the palette and how he wanted to make it look. I want to talk about the outside packaging too because I thought this is beautiful. Like, you could clearly see he has drag queen makeup on, done by, I think he said Lipstick Nick. By the way, I love her too. She's fucking amazing. But, like, here's the thing I love about the palette. You see, like, this part's, like, so in your face, but in the back, you have very, like, minimalistic, like, Lunar Beauty, Life's a Drag, color palette. And this is the thing, I mean, like, that gets me every time that I just truly love it. Goes, Life's a Drag, be a queen, right on the front, right there. And I absolutely love that, like, absolutely. This is the palette right here. There are 14 shades, and oh my god, I swear, this palette is absolutely freaking gorgeous. You have a beautiful mirror, a very good mirror. The fact that it has this beautiful, like, little moment and it has a little crown. You know, it's just talking about, like, drag queen, and then the names of the shadows themselves are, like, drag like terms like cake face, sickening, hunty, beat, campy, pageant queen, kiki, shady, trade, mug, legendary, kai, snatched, fishy. It's amazing. I've used this palette already a couple times with the colors, especially when I was on vacation. You can see that I have dipped into a couple of them already, so I have a little bit of an opinion, and I've done swatches before, and I will be putting swatches at the end of this video talking about it. But in the meantime, I want to talk about first the brush and then the shadows. Okay, this is a critique on my part because, don't get me wrong, I love the brush. It looks nice. It has, like, the, you know, the pink sides. It has a little Lunar Beauty. The only part of the brush I like is this little moment, because I feel like when I'm packing on shadow, because for me, I have really tiny eyelids and I have really bad hooded eyes, that when I do, like, shimmers and stuff, I have to, like, put a little, I can't get a really big brush. So this one works really good, especially when I'm getting into my inner corner, because lately all I've been doing is, like, half cut creases when I'm putting the shimmer, only to half, and it's hard to do it when all I have are, like, big flat tapered brushes. So I like this part of the brush. In fact, I've been using only this part when I'm doing my makeup, like when I'm doing, like, shimmer shadows, and so I'm constantly cleaning it. But this part of the brush I'm not a big fan of because, like, I don't want to be mean, like, about Manny's brand, but this brush just doesn't feel like it's like the best of quality. Like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't feel like it's bad quality, but it doesn't feel the best of quality, you know what I mean? But because like when I do like put it in my crease and stuff, it does have a little bit of a scratchy feeling, but it's not like the worst. I still do use it. Clearly there are colors on the brush, but also the fact that I don't like it is because the fact that I have really bad hooded eyes and I'm trying to go like in this part of my crease, it drags, and that's probably due to the fact that I have a different eye shape. But I don't like to use this part of the brush too often. I only use it like if I'm doing like padding color in my outer corner, something like that, because that part it just doesn't really do it for me. But I have 100 other brushes, so it's not the end of the world. But that's what I have to say in the brush, you know. Back to the actual colors, you know, I've used this a couple times, and I mostly dipped into the neutrals side because I don't know what's changed to me, but like lately I've been like just doing, like my eyeshadow is still super bold, but I've been just, you know, staying with like the browns and stuff, and like browns and pinks, and I have to say it is very, very pigmented. It's beautiful. This palette is beautiful. Like, I love the color choices in here, but the only thing like I would really critique is I wish there was more shimmers, because you only get 2 shimmers in here and then the rest are mattes. And I feel like Kai Kai right here, if you can see, he said this one would be better as a transition shade, because it is very like light in color. It's not super pigmented, and so I'm not the biggest fan of this one, but I feel like if he were to make that one a shimmer, it would look better, because Fishy has a little bit of a shimmery moment, but I'm not the biggest fan of Fishy either, because I feel like if I use it, especially like my pink undertones, it just doesn't go well, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but like I've tried like using this one before. Like, don't get me wrong, this is beautiful, it's super pigmented, but blue eyeshadow lately just doesn't work for me. So I mainly bought this palette because I love the red right here, Snatched, and I fell in love with this pink Kai Kai. I don't know what is with me too, but I love pink eyeshadows, and the fact that Manny came out with this palette, I absolutely died. And I think my main thing is good job, Manny. It's absolutely beautiful. I bought this palette with my own money. Again, it's like $45 plus shipping and tax, and you're getting 14 shadows and the brush, but I threw the brush or I can't find it. So I think that's actually a great price, and it feels very nice. Like, the packaging is not like you know, cheap feeling. It looks nice. It looks like, you know, a lot of work went into it. So Manny, good fucking job. I love it. You know, just my only critiques is I wish there was more shimmers. The brush, I wish like the blending side was a little bit better quality, because I just felt like it was a little scratchy. But other than that, this is his first launch, so I'm not picking hairs, you know. So okay, here are the first row of shadows. The white one, Cake Face, Sickening. Sickening actually kind of matches with the front part of my skin, because I have gotten tan. Hunty, Beat, Campy, Pageant Queen, and Kiki, which absolutely, like, these are very, very pigmented. Look at that white, you can see it. But also, I wanted to mention, do not trust swatches all the way, because the yellow kind of looks a little bit patchy, but I've used the yellow already, and it does blend very well, and it is super pigmented, so I don't trust swatches either, because swatches don't always give like the best, you know, example, but they are pigmented and they are beautiful, beautiful shadows. Okay, and here is the last 7 from Shady, Trade, Mug, Legendary, Kai Kai, Snatched, and Fishy. They are super pigmented. Like, look at that red. And I'm going to talk about something about the red right now, but like, that black is super pigmented. These colors are absolutely beautiful. Okay, last thing that I wanted to mention is that Manny has talked about this before, and other YouTubers too, but his palette is vegan and cruelty free. But the thing about when you make vegan eyeshadows is that reds and purples and pinks have to be made with dyes and not carmine. If you don't know what carmine is essentially crushed up beetles that they use to make red for like other eyeshadows and stuff and lipsticks. It's a whole other thing. So when you have to use dyes, there are potentials for staining, and also blue because it's a dye. So if you are dye sensitive, you know, you may not want to get this palette. That's totally understandable. But you may want to know about like the red and stuff because it has stained my lid already. But usually when it does stain, it comes off within the 1 or 2 days. But if you don't want that at all, you know, I completely understand. Don't, you know, get it if that's gonna happen. But for me, I don't really care if it stains because putting a little concealer over it and it's gone. But just so you know that these are made with dyes and not carmine. Personally, for me, I go for vegan and cruelty-free options because a lot of people already know this. I'm a vegetarian. I haven't eaten meat in over 3 years now. I haven't even touched fish or anything like that. And personally, all the makeup that I own is vegan or cruelty-free. So I don't have any shadows that are made with carmine in it because I don't want to have crushed up beetles on my skin. So, you know, that's just in case you're aware of that, you know. Well, okay, I hope y'all enjoyed my video. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Click that little bell icon because why not? I'm your little weirdo. And by the way, do not be judging my eyes right now. I tried a new eyeliner that was really shitty, so it's making my eyes look really shitty too. So, yep. Bye. Check out the description for all my socials too. Bye.